This is not a normal video. This is a very hard video to put out, but I want to put something behind me and not in front of me because it's been just stopping me dead in our tracks. As you guys know, we have a story time with ETC series that we have now put out for our first podcast. We already have one interview already out with Highly Combustible Reacts. Go check that out. And we already have 2 interviews done with some more reactors. Now, as you guys know, I made a YouTube post, a community post, as well as on my Discord that we're going to be interviewing Marcella Bavio from Mayan, Aryan, Stream of Passion, so on and so forth. She's been to so many amazing bands and performed. We had an interview with Marcella. The sad part is, and the most embarrassing part, is we forgot to hit the record button. Yes, I am going to say that again. We just interviewed Marcella Bavio, and we forgot to hit the record button. I'm not going to blame anything else than stupidity on myself. I was as prepared as you could be, 4 pages and more of just so much preparation for this amazing interview, but I forgot to hit the record button once Marcel joined our Zoom meeting. That's beyond a rookie mistake. I don't know if anyone has ever made a mistake that big for an interview of something of that magnitude. It's very, very soul-crushing, and as you know, Thumbnail Lady couldn't even make it to this video because of how hard it is impacting her. Even coming into this room to do this, it has that feeling of that screw up with Marcella now, and we are trying our best to move forward, which we will move forward. But before moving forward, we want to extrapolate as much details and information and gold that we got from Marcella for you guys from this interview. It was amazing. We talked to her for about an hour and a half. I think that was the best interview she's ever had. It was our best interview ever, which is another gut punch as to why this doesn't come out for you guys. To try to move forward, we're taking this in as we had a private chat with Marcella, and now you guys get to hear some of the wisdom that Marcella has. Marcella, I am so sorry for wasting your time. I don't think we completely wasted the time. I think there's a lot of things that we took from this and a lot of lessons. And we are so sorry, YouTube community. So sorry, all the fans and people that wanted to see this interview very badly. We really apologize for screwing it up this bad. We hope you guys will forgive us and will continue with this channel moving forward, because we will have more artists and reactors on this channel. Now, on to the interview part. I don't know how long this video is really going to go. I'm shooting off the hip because I need to get this off the chest. So the interview itself went amazing. We started the interview with our love for Hot Ones. Hot Ones is a show on YouTube where Sean Evans is the interviewer, and he interviews people while eating hot chicken wings. And it progressively gets spicier as the questions get spicier for every chicken wing. And I got to show her my Hot Ones hot sauce. She was excited about that, and that really broke the ice because I was telling her I want to have a hot sauce shot with you, a last dab at the very end of the show, which I got to do with her, and I'm so sorry you guys didn't get to see that. That was incredible for me. We checked out her Are We Better Friends Yet podcast before interviewing her to understand what type of interview she likes, because the podcast that she had was called The Art of Interviewing. So we tried to make this interview as good as we could for her, and she said it was an amazing interview, and she gave us an hour and a half of her time. So that was amazing. We asked her thoughts on reactors like us. At first, she didn't quite understand it. She still wanted to try to understand it. And the best way I explained it to Marcella, and for any of you that don't understand why reactors are becoming so big, I guess, is because when you go to a museum and there's a piece of art that you want to show someone, you go and show them it, and you go to look and see how they reacted when they go and look at that piece of art. Music itself is the best piece of art there is out there. It's emotions, it's visual, it's everything. And then she kind of understood. She's like, wow, so this is like sharing art with each other through a medium and getting a community out of it. And so she understood why reactors are starting to blow up and why the reaction channel niche is such a thing. And it was encouraging to hear her understand it compared to at first where she was a little apprehensive about it. So that was a win for us because we do think reactors are helping a lot of these artists get out more. And I think that's great. And we really want to get all these symphonic metal heads like Marcella to Canada and North America so everyone can experience them more. One of the questions that you guys had, which was female metal lover, of all the bands you've done backing vocals to, which one would you have liked to perform with as the main vocalist for an entire concert if given the opportunity, and why? Her answer to that, not surprisingly for us, was Epica. She got to do a lot of backing tracks for 3 of their albums, and she got to express how singing something from the Quantum Enigma or something was going to be one of her favorites. So I imagine Kingdom of Heaven or something like that. That would be amazing from Marcella singing the full thing. And that's really cool that Epica is up on her tops for things that she would want to perform by herself. I thought that was a great question, and she answered it kindly. Hackman8909 asked, are you happy with what you have achieved so far, and what are your dreams still? She said she's extremely happy what she's achieved so far. She's achieved more than she ever thought she would, and the future is very bright. As you guys know, she has many things going on, being a universal vocal teacher. She's in multiple bands. She has a solo career going now, so there's a lot of things that are moving forward, and that, like, she's very excited for the future, especially for the Stream of Passion new EP that's coming out called Beautiful Warrior, which we got to talk about. If you guys check out, we just reacted to The Hunter from their new EP there. It's a great song. Go check it out. The song's about her battle with an abusive lover that was just showering her with love, and she couldn't escape from the love suffocation. They had a correct word for it, but I don't remember. But so that was interesting to get a first account from Marcella after reacting to that song itself and getting some feedback from her, and we got to find out more about it. So that was really cool. We found out she's not a visual person. She had a normal childhood. Her godfather got her and her sister while she was 5 into a music academy, so she started her musical career very, very young. We got to go from her career from start all the way to current, so we're going to now talk about that. She got to play cover songs with her friends at the age of 17, used to be the bassist, and then became a lead vocalist for them, and that's when she started going off on her vocals, because as you guys know, she is the X Factor. That is something we wanted to title the interview, was the X Factor. That's what we believe Marcella is. And again, that's why it sucks that this interview is not going up, but we're doing our best and trying to move forward here, folks. We also checked out we found out, before getting into more of the music here, I'm just going through the notes I have, so I'm just going to attack the notes at one at a time. We found out what her favorite character from Lord of the Rings is. She's a big Lord of the Rings lover. She loves the story. She loves mythology. She loves all of that. And she loves Samwise. It's about friendship. Marcella's huge about friends, as you can tell with the Aryan and everything else. Mayan, it's big groups of collabs of friends making music. So Samwise, like me, is my favorite Lord of the Rings character, so that was something else we got to gel with, was our love for friendships and what carrying your cross for other people is, which I'm trying to do for myself and Alanna right now. Alanna is very, very sorry about what happened as well, and we're trying to, again, it, just like Sam when he grabbed the ring and held it for Frodo and it turned him a bit. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to move forward and hold the cross for each other here. We also found out that she loves Dante's The Divine Comedy. For those of you who don't know that, that's where Dante's Inferno and Paradiso and Purgatorio comes from. So I got to ask her about her faith. As you guys know, we are Christians on this channel. We are God-fearing, and we wanted to find out where her faith is, and if anything changed from moving from Mexico to the Netherlands and doing music over there compared to here, and she got to be brutally honest about it, and that she has lost a lot or most of her faith since coming to Holland because of how busy, how different the lifestyle is. Even people don't say like God bless there, just all the mannerisms and normal day-to-day conversation doesn't have God in it, where back in Mexico it did. So it was really cool just to talk with her about that, because as a Christian, hearing all the metal's music obviously is not very Christian, but like I just wanted to hear her opinion. I love metal, so I'm not dissing it in any way, as you guys know, but that was really cool to talk to Marcella about, and got to really get open and real with her about all that stuff. She has a cat. We're big cat people. She has a cat named Monkey. It's just a beautiful orange kitty, almost looks like a tabby, I would think, and it was very cute. Monkey joined the conversation very late when we were wrapping it up, so we got to meet her cat as well, which was really cool. We're big cat lovers. We found out that she likes to play video games, and as you guys know, I'm an extremely big video game nerd. That was really exciting for me. Alanna's a big PC gamer. I'm a console gamer. I have a PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo Switch. Marcella has a PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo Switch. She loves Zelda the most. So yes, I was wearing my Zelda hat while talking to Marcella, and that was another way we could connect. So y'all, I'm just trying to express how good of a conversation we had and how good of a connection we have and how bad we feel for not hitting this record button, but also how good of a gem this conversation was and how much we still took from it and how much we're trying to give to you guys. I hope you're appreciating at least. I'm trying to move forward, and I don't know who else would have done this if that happened to them. We also talked about her time with Ver, which was Annika's band that she started up, and she had Marcella join her. Marcella talked about how they had differences in artistic outlook of how they wanted this band and concept to come out, so they ended up splitting ways, and how hard that was. As you guys know, that's Marcella's idol. So to make a decision about yourself and what you stand for, to not perform with an idol, was very big for me to hear from Marcella, as people that try to not sell out ourselves, and to find out that she was willing to stand for what she believed in, even though that was going to cost her chance to perform with her idol. I think that speaks volumes to her character and what she is as a human. So that was very encouraging and incredible to hear from me, because I know how difficult that would have been. She's been cancer-free for 3 years now. We got to celebrate her health. That's a big milestone. Every year that goes by cancer-free is amazing. I've had many people in my life pass away from cancer, so we're great to hear that she's healing, that she's healed now. We found out about some of her Patreon memberships, what they do. You should go check her out. There's many ways that you can support Marcella, and she's very interactive with people. She's easy to get a hold of, folks. We also found out that she's an IT specialist, a business productivity consultant at Microsoft 365. So that's just showing her multi-talents. It's not just her music. She's a do-it-yourself lady. Anything that she can do herself, she will find a way to do it. And I think that's incredible. Her net worth shows how impressive she is and how doing things yourself really does pay off. And her biggest quote that she does have is, live life to the fullest and never hesitate to go after your dreams. It really pays off, and it looks like her dreams really have paid off. And our dreams are still going to pay off. This is why we're moving forward, folks. So we got to talk about Metal Factory, which is literally the world's first metal music education in Eindhoven. She is the vocal coach there. Rob from Epica is the bass teacher there, and so on and so forth. They have amazing teachers doing every instrument and vocals there. That's incredible. Can you imagine actually being able to go to a metal academy and learning from some of the best? That is beyond insanity. That's incredible. It's been going on for 10 plus years now, so that's over a decade of people learning. A lot of amazing talent have gone through that, as Marcella was saying. So to be a part of that is incredible, and it put her in the stratosphere. That she was saying she learned so much from this metal factory. Yeah, she is now a teacher, and there's a 3-month waiting list if you want to get a vocal coach from her. So that's also incredible that you even have the chance to learn from her one-on-one. Anyone can learn to sing, she says, even someone like me. We found out that she specialized in classical singing as well as metal, rock, and pop, so it just shows her immense technique and background. And her passion for teaching it's obvious, and she just loves teaching because she became a student so young, so she wants to give back. That's the main reason why she loves being a teacher, and giving back is one of the best things you can do. So that was really cool. Getting into her discography, though, we're going to start with Alphonia, in case you guys don't know about it. This is her Mexican progressive folk band that she started in 2001 to 2006. There was 2 EPs that came from it, one self-titled Alphonia, and she was only 22 years old when she started producing all this, so she got the kahunas to dream big and go for it, and look where that came. So y'all, if you're ever wondering when, how, if you're good enough to start, just start, dream big, and move forward, and hit the record button. Jeez. She then joined Hydra, which is a Mexican metal band, singing and playing violin in 1999. And they released an EP called Bosqueco. I can't pronounce it very well. She got to explain her violin background and why that became one of her favorite instruments. And for Alanna, who is a violinist, that was really cool for her to find out. We also found out when Arjen Lucanson reached out to her in 2003 when she got to play the wife on The Human Equation, which was one of the Arjen albums. So that was really cool. And we asked if she remembered that call from Arjen. She completely does. She remembered how flabbergasted she was, but how much she wanted to take advantage of that. And Anya from our Discord, you also asked what type of a person Arjen is to work with, and Marcella said yes, he is a perfectionist in a good way. Everything's going to come out exactly the way he was expecting it, but he creates such an atmosphere that everyone can be themselves, so it's easy to perform. So he's a perfectionist that gives you the correct area to be perfect with him, so it's the best of both worlds. And she's happy that she keeps calling him back day by day. Apparently she's going to do another Arjen performance in September. We're all looking forward to that. In 2005, she started to be the sole lyricist for Arjen's other project, Stream of Passion. After Arjen moved away from this project in 2007, she then took full control of it in 2007. And back in 2016 is when the band disbanded. Now they have the new EP coming out called Beautiful Warrior. They got 5 new tracks. They've already put one out. They're going to put one more out in August before the September release. We're excited to do that reaction before the release as well. We're still going to help you, Marcella. We hope you forgive us. And she then went in 2016, after Stream of Passion split, she went into her own independent albums, which the first one was Unprecedented, and the other one was Through Your Eyes. So one in 2016 for Unprecedented, and 2018 for Through Your Eyes. The Unprecedented was her first album. She started doing a lot of string quartets. She was partnering up with Joost and found out what sound she wanted to hear. And it was very unprecedented step for her to do that. And then Through Your Eyes was a bunch of songs that people wanted her to cover, and she started covering for a lot of people. And so it was through our eyes of the songs that we wanted her to perform. So that was kind of why she called it Through Your Eyes. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Again, this is all knowledge coming from the interview itself. I integrated that interview so much because of how much it meant to me. These are just pre-notes for the interview, and I'm trying to relay what happened after the interview. She then joined Mayan full-time in 2017 after regular collaborations since 2013. So to find out she became the full-time singer when they were looking for someone, and she thought she was gonna have to fight Floor for this, and to get it, that was really big for her. Floor is someone else that she really respects and thinks of very highly, so I think that's really cool. What's amazing is we actually did do the reaction to the Valley of Queens, where it was Floor, Annika, and Marcella all singing, those three goddesses. So that was really cool. Definitely check that one out as well. We got to check out all of her guests and backup vocals that she's done over the years, which is over 16 plus guest appearances. Then we got to talk about her Dark Horse, White Horse, which came out in 2021, which was through the pandemic and all the dark emotions that was going through there, and like how Judgment Day was feeling like it was coming upon everyone. It was the end of the world. And so a lot of the music that came out of that represents the time frame of her experience that she was going through with the pandemic. As well, her Loneliness Anthem 1 and 2, which is a song of death and a song of pain, was made during the pandemic as well. So we got to find out a lot about her struggles as an artist during the pandemic and just where she is at now. And she seems very happy. We hope you guys still are going to take something out of this. I didn't realize it was going to go over 20 minutes. I'm sorry for blabbering so much. We just wanted to get this experience behind us and to extrapolate as much knowledge as we could from it. If you guys want to learn anything from this, make sure you hit that record button. Make sure everything is set. Alanna and I have done 3 successful interviews before this failed interview. And on this failed interview, we changed a step on our preparation, which we shouldn't have. We forgot to hit a button while clicking a button off. And that was all it took to then, when Marcella did join our Zoom, we saw her and then we went going before hitting record. Maybe that was nerves. Maybe that was too much preparation and not being in the moment. And so y'all, be in the moment, be prepared. Don't miss an opportunity like this. Learn from our mistakes, move forward. Also, when you do make a mistake, show up, man up, look the people in the eyes that you can. Apologize. I am so sorry, folks. I know you guys were looking forward to that and that this doesn't make up for it, but this is the best that we can do. Marcella Bavio, we are so sorry for wasting your time. We did have an amazing chat. You are an amazing person. We hope to chat and have an opportunity for reconciliation again. We have so much more to talk about. You have another song before the EP comes out. We'd love to help push you out more. We love you. We love you guys. Thank you guys for your support. Life has been very tough right now at home, financially, family-wise, so on and so forth. So this gut punch of not hitting the record button really did affect us, but we are very sorry. We want to move forward. We hope you guys are excited for our future story time with ETC episodes coming out. We already have 2 in the works that are being edited and being ready to put out bi-weekly. The next one is out on the 25th, I believe. Yes, the 25th. So look out for one on the 25th and bi-weekly after that. We hope to see you guys soon. Thank you guys for being here. Much love. Please express any hate, madness, sympathy, empathy that you have for us. We really want to hear and find out how this affected you guys. Again, sorry. We love you. Peace and love. God bless y'all.